Okay, so I'm ready to start making a map. So what I want to do is make a map. And the way I'm going to do that is by looking at the layout mode. And if I click here at the very bottom corner, there's a data view and there's a layout view. And you can also see this here under the view. You have data view, layout view. When I switch over to layout view, it gives me what an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper would look like printing out this map. And again, I can change this by looking at the print properties. Page and print setup. But for now, I think 8.5 by 11 is nice. So with this, I can rearrange this map here, make it look different, resize it, so forth. One thing though I want to do though with this map is that right now when I look at it, all I see is I see Travis County, and I know there's Travis County in Austin, Texas, right here. But other people will not know what this place is. So one thing I would like to do is make a little insert map here on the bottom. So the way I'm going to do that is by inserting in a data frame. When I insert in a data frame, I get another box that I can put here in the corner and make it smaller. And I can add in data here. So what I want to do is add in my Texas counties shapefile and my Texas state shapefile. So I can just drag these in here like that, and drag my Texas counties from down here to down there. Or I can, switch over to data view and add it. So now I see a state Texas map with Texas counties. I can click on here, and also I can activate it by clicking activate and switching back over to data view, and I'll go into this GIS here. One thing though, again with the projection, I don't like the way it looks. So I'm going to have to set a viewing coordinate system that looks better. So I'm going to go into here to the right clicking on this and get into data frame properties. From here I can go and choose my projected coordinate systems, state systems, and choose Texas statewide mapping system NAT83, the one that we've been working in. Of course it's giving me a warning mesh, that's okay. And now I have it looking better. One thing that I want to do though is that I only want to see where Travis County is. So I can use my selection tool off of my tools toolbar, select Travis County, that selects Travis County, and then I can just export out only Travis County by right clicking Texas counties, data, export data. Now I'm only exporting out selected features, and I'm going to choose this and call it Travis. So okay, and I want to add that. So now I added Travis, just Travis. So if I turn off Texas counties now, you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to highlight where Travis County is. So one thing I do though is I can play with the colors. So I think that something maybe with a brighter color, maybe orange, UT orange, hit OK, comes out. And maybe the Texas, I just want it to be hollow with a thicker line. So now I can see where Travis County is. So if I switch back over to my layout mode, you can see here in this little insert map I did, I'm showing exactly where I'm working in. I'm working in Travis County at Texas. And then now you can see, okay, so this is Travis County, that's where it is. One thing that I also can do maybe is zoom this to make it like nicer and fit the square better. And I think that's pretty nice. I can see Travis County, I can see Texas. So here now I can see that I have my map that I want to make look better. I want to add in certain map elements, maybe like a title. So I can insert and add a title. That's going to allow me to type in the title for my map, and I'm going to say errors, center errors, or maybe centroid errors in Travis County, Texas. Now I put a title in. Then also things I can do is insert in a north arrow by doing the insert menu and choosing north arrow. I can choose whichever north arrow I want. Just choose a standard looking one. Hit OK. That allows me to place a north arrow here. I also put in a scale bar, so insert in a scale bar. One thing you want to make sure though when you're inserting elements is that which data frame you have active. Right now I have layers, which is this one, active. So all these inserts are going to be relative to that. So I'm going to insert in a north arrow. Oh, sorry, I already did that. I'm going to insert in a scale bar. And I'm going to choose this standard one in miles. So I'm going to hit OK. Well, I guess it gave it to me in meters. I can always change that by clicking on it, double clicking, and I can change different division units. I think I'm going to want to do mine in miles, so I'm going to choose miles here, hit apply. Okay, so I have my scale bar there. The thing is though, I want this to be in workable units, so if I can stretch this out, I can stretch it out till it gets to 20, that's nice. 5, 10, 20. I can also double click this and decide how many divisions I want. So I can change these divisions here. I could choose 10 divisions, 5 divisions, so forth. 5 and how about I choose 4 and 2 and see what happens? Oh, it was already on 4 and 2, so 3 and 5. You see now different things are happening here. But I think 4 and 2 and it being at 20 and showing the 10 and the 5 is a nice scale bar to have. So I'm going to just do that. Scale bar. I have my north arrow. Maybe I want to insert in a legend. So I'm going to insert in a legend and say next and next and next. I'm just going to take all the defaults, and this is legend is nice, I think. So I have legend, it tells me different informations that are on this map. One thing though that I don't like is that this legend has these kind of weird words here that people aren't going to understand what that means. So what I can do is I can rename these shapefiles and it's going to change what this says. So if I go here, also I might want to take off Texas State. So I can turn off Texas State and then that's going to go away. This one, counties, I can go here and click on this one once and it's going to let me rename it here, or I can double click it and click on general and I can rename it here. So I'm going to call this county lines, or yeah, county lines, why not? Hit OK. This one here, instead of calling it decimal degrees, if I double click it, I can call it something else. Maybe I can call it errors or differences in centers. Oh, okay, so that's the layer name. In order to change this here, I'm going to have to actually change it under symbology. So if I click on symbology, so the way I can change this actually is that I have to change it in the attribute table, because that's the field from the attribute table. So if I right click here, open up the attribute table, I can scroll over and I can see this error rad is where it's pulling the name from. If I right click it and say properties, in here I can change the alias. So I'm going to say here differences in centers and say OK. You see now that has changed in the field. It's called differences in centers now. If I go here now and just go back to this properties, just to refresh it, that value now here has changed differences in centers, and when I hit OK, this is now changed in differences in centers and shows that it's a point with a decimal degree. And also I can go here and put USGS. Here I can change this to census. And here I can change this from center events to average location. So now if I see here in my legend, I have USGS census average location. Maybe also I want to change the colors to make them, or maybe make them into symbols or in different colors. I think I'm going to use different colors. So if I just click on this, I can change the color to something that's easier to distinguish between. Maybe a dark blue for the USGS. Census, I'll do a bright green, and then for the average location I'm going to just leave this one as a black. And also maybe I could reduce the size so it's more of a smaller dot. So you can see here it coming together. Also maybe I want to add this Travis County shapefile here. This will just allow me to zoom its a layer better, and then now I can see I have Travis County fitting in pretty nicely. So I can turn that off, and maybe my county lines I want to make them a hollow, or I guess we can do something like a beige. I think that looks nice. Okay, so you see now, you can see here that Austin, they have two different centroids, the air, you can start seeing that there is a difference. And then here you can have your insert map, and I have this legend. One thing though about my legends that I have county lines down here at the bottom. I don't almost think that that's not needed. So if I go here to items, I can take county lines and just remove it, and that's going to remove it from the legend. And then also I can do something like insert in a text, and I can go here and type in some information like you know, this map is made from the USGS place names, USGS place locations, and the census, and the US Census place locations, which show the two agencies use different center points. The difference in centers was calculated by the standard equation, and I'm going to put in the equation that I used, which was Dr. Dana's equation. There we go, and then I say okay. So now I have this here. I might want to change the size and position, so you can see here the height maybe it's not good. I want to maybe make it I don't know, 1 inch height, and see how that looks. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. So edit, undo. Okay, so if I go back here to what I have on my text box here, I can push enter to kind of get this to look a little bit better. So it's not just one solid line of text. Just put enter at the end of each of the lines, and it kind of blocked it out like that. You know, I can left justify it and hit OK, and then this now I can add into my map with this information. So now I have this information here. I have my legend, and I have my scale bar. And I just play around with the positioning of the different informations, and there we go. I'm done with my map. So now what I can do is export out my map as a PDF by just saying File, Export Map, and I'm going to go here and choose a PDF and call it Centers, and hit Save, and that's going to save my map on the desktop. If I go here now, I can double click it and see it in Acrobat, and I think I like my map. It's pretty nice. So you guys try to make a better map than I did, of course, and Think about how you want to communicate your information. Try to be creative in how you communicate it. Think about different cartographic techniques to get your information to the viewer the best. And that concludes lab number 3.